All right, we're here again. We're talking about the attribute selectors during the last video, and we're talking about combining some characters within our attribute selector, brackets to make different effects when applying our attribute selector syntax. Okay, so let's get going with that. I'll start with this symbol, the asterisk symbol. Okay, what happens is that the full syntax for this selector is this. Attribute operator and value. Okay, so you have the operator, which happens to be either this or combined with some special characters like star equal to, the equal to has to be there, star equal to this tilde equal to this pipe equal to, we have this man here, this caret equal to, we have what again, we have dollar symbol equal to, okay, and the rest of them. So you have your attribute at the right, at the center you have your operator, then at the left you have your value. Okay, so that's another way to remember that. Okay, we're targeting an attribute of text that has a value of okay, that escaped my mind. All right, so given any value, let's say okay, it's easy, just come here. What are we targeting? Okay, text that has an attribute, let's say text. Okay, so this would apply to this guy only, this guy. Come here, refresh. What's happening? Oh, no, that was looking strange. Type text. Okay, attribute of type, the value of text. Okay, quickly come back and test, and we'll see that it's applying to the first input field only. All right, okay, let's go ahead. So we'll start with this asterisk. What does this mean actually? This means that if you have an attribute of the name type that has a value with this combination in it. Okay, now this is how it works. If I have a value of something like, okay, let me say input text, this is an attribute equal to value is now text. This would work, this selector would work, because this is an attribute and this is a value. What this asterisk is saying, we know that this asterisk normally means universal also, okay, or a wild card, okay, as some languages will put it. Okay, so what we're saying here is that if you have an attribute named type that has a value that contains this combination of character anywhere in the string, this rule should apply to it. Okay, in this case now we're saying if you have an input, the type, type, the type is equal to text, this should apply. If the type happens to be context, it should still apply, because here we have a combination of text. Okay, if it is like this, it should still apply. Anyhow, provided we have this combination of strings in it, that attribute should apply. Okay, now let's go ahead and test that. Okay, if I come back, it should our effects should still be the same. Okay, it's applying to this guy and not this guy. All right. If I come back here and say type text context, see, when I come here, it should apply to the top and not to this. Okay, because we said provided this combination of characters is found within the string, this should apply. Okay, and this should be different from something like this. Okay, because we are using the wide, it shouldn't be different actually, because we are using this wildcard selector. All right, we are saying if this is regarded as a string. Okay, so we are saying if the value has text anywhere in it, it should, apply that rule. Okay, that is that. All right, let me shift my focus to another attribute. Let's use the placeholder attribute for the rest of the combinators that we'll be talking about. Okay, we have username, we have password. Okay, let's go back. We talked about this guy star. It will have the text in it. Okay, let's come here and say if the attribute is placeholder, and we have the type, and we have the text value in it. We have a text string in it. It should apply. Okay, it's not applying to anybody because our placeholder, none of them have that combinator in it. Text. Sorry, instead of saying combinator, I should say that combination of text. Okay, it means two different things. So we have this text. Okay, let's go ahead. We have another symbol that we can combine with our operator, the dollar symbol or the dollar sign. What this means is simply any value that ends with this word or this combination of characters, text, should have this rule applied to it. Okay, we are saying that any element that has the placeholder attribute with this combination of text ending its value should have this rule applied to it. Okay, all right, now let's go ahead and check. It shouldn't work because what we have here, coming back to our HTML index page, we have username, we have password. There's nothing like text in it. Now if I add txt to end it and txt to end it and come back, it should now apply to both of them. Okay, because they are ending with text. Okay, let's alter this a bit. I can say s and I can say s, and this shouldn't work. It shouldn't work. Okay, we want to make sure that it applies only to elements with the attribute of placeholder and their value, the placeholder value ending with text and no other thing following. Okay, if we were to be making use of this star, it should work because saying anywhere text is found, it should apply. Okay, it should work. But now we are being more specific. Okay, and we are saying we want only txt ending for it to apply. Okay, so that's another case. All right, there's another symbol that we can combine, the tilde, which is like this. You can find it using your shift in combination with the key before your one. Yeah, key. Check your keyboard. The key you have before one has the backtick and tilde symbol. Okay, to access the tilde, you hold down your shift and you press that key and you have the tilde. Okay, when this tilde is combined with our normal assignment operator using the programming terms, what happens is that the element whose value is a white space separated list of words and the one of the word is exactly the value. Okay, so if I have here, this is my attribute, and the value, if the value is a list of words, let's say come, go, none, what happens is that if I come here and say, if you happen to find this guy occur in any of the list of words specified in the place of that value, apply this rule to that element. Okay, that's what I just said. So you see that it's applying because you can find none. You can find none in this list of words. Okay, you can find none here. All right, there's another thing. You can also let's see, let's make that return false. Let's say sick, and this shouldn't work because sick is nowhere to be found here. Sick is nowhere to be found here. It shouldn't work. Let's try something. Let's see no. Why we say no? What will happen? Because looking at this, we have no here, no. We have no here occurring once. So should that style apply? And let's find out. No, it wouldn't. Okay, it's looking out for words, comma separated list of words. So one occurrence has to be no. So for that to be true, you have to include no there. Okay, and it works now. All right. Okay, let's see what use case. In what way would this be actually very effective? I could say value. I could say value. I could select the value. Let's come here now. I could say value. I'm trying to do something. Nigga. Value nigga. Come here. Okay. This should have worked if it should have worked if I was like kind of watching over that input box, and I don't know how to explain it. There's a way you can watch over the input in an input box, and I could use the selector to detect if the value is having this nigger kind of string. I'll just highlight it with red. Okay, now this is a way to prompt your users for restricted words. Okay, for example, you are censoring the inputs, you could just alert. This is just basic front-end validation that you could actually achieve with other methods instead of bothering yourself and using this. Okay, so just forget about that. I was actually trying to experiment if it will work, so kind of learning while teaching. Okay, that is that. You can go ahead and see. Bent on value no. Yes, okay, it's not working because it isn't dynamic at all. There's no way of keeping track. Okay, so let's get past this. All right, we just talked about the tilde. Okay, it checks for the value and to check if this value matches the value of the provided attribute separated by spaces. Okay, so I would advise that you pause while following this class. There's a lot being said. Pause, rewind, understand what's going on, try it out in your own editor, and get going. Okay, so we know about the equal symbol. It means if the targeted attribute has a value that is exactly what is specified here, this rule should apply. Okay, we've done that before. And there is another symbol, the pipe. The pipe, you can see this just above your enter key on your keyboard by holding shift and pressing the key above, the key directly above, okay, your enter key on your keyboard, depending on how your keyboard looks. Okay, so that's how you access the pipe symbol. Okay, now what we're saying here is this. We are saying if the value matches the provided value here, so it's kind of confusing because what we're targeting is this value property. Let me do something else. Okay, let's go back to our placeholder. Okay, what we're saying now is that if the placeholder has a value that matches exactly this, that is nigger, or starts with nigger separated by an hyphen, this rule should apply. Okay, let's see what this means actually. Placeholder, I could say com. If I say com, this should work. Com, this isn't working. Starts with com. This should. Okay, this is case sensitive. I'm so sorry. This is case sensitive. As you can see, we have com here, we have C here, and we have capital C here. If I even come back here, it wouldn't work. It wouldn't work because this is case sensitive. I could alter that by coming here and space I. It means case insensitive. Okay, come back, and this should work fine. All right, you see, it's actually targeting it. Okay, so take note, case sensitivity. All right. Okay, let's go back. This is what this is saying. This pipe symbol here is saying that if this placeholder attribute happens to have a value that contains the text com or com hyphen anything else, it should apply. If I come back and say it's applying, okay, that is what it means. Okay, it means that the rule specified within this bracket should match elements whose attribute value exactly matches the provided value. That means this value here, or starts with the provided value separated by an hyphen. Okay, in this case it does not exactly match. What it does is that it fulfills the second condition if it starts with this separated by an hyphen. Okay, in this case it exactly matches. No, not here, in this case. So this should work. Okay, or if it starts with com dash anything else, it should still work. Okay, we have it working here. Okay, and not here. All right, just go ahead and experiment. I can not possibly give you all the possible use cases, or how you combine this to get something meaningful. So what I can do is tell you how it works. I give you some examples and you should be able to try for yourself. Okay, there's one more I would like to touch before we go. This this caret. Okay, I don't know if that name is correct. I know caret points downwards. That should be upward caret. Any name you give it. Okay, what this is saying is that this should match. This rule should be applied to any element that has the placeholder attribute with the value prefixed with this word here. When I say prefixed, if the value starts with com, let me change this to com. The value starts with, is a prefix, starts with com. Okay, so as you can see, Visual Studio is giving us a hint here, com with the ellipsis, dot dot dot. That means if the placeholder has a value of com and continues with any other character, this rule should be applied to it. Okay, this is what it simply means. Placeholder, for example, in this case we have com. It should affect the top. Com should affect this but not this. Okay, if we say compound, it should still affect it. Compound, that means it's prefixed by the words com. It should affect. Okay, so they have as I teach, I could see thousands of use cases for this, so you just have to explore and get it working for yourself. Okay, this is what you could do possibly. All right, you could also apply element selectors, combine this with element selectors, like to say any div that has the placeholder attribute, with a value preceded by this combination of text com or xyz, depending on what you're doing. This rule should apply to that div. Okay, so you could say span, you could say span, you could say what have you, impute. You could just go ahead and experiment. And this video is becoming too long. I hope I was able to teach you something meaningful. All right, we are getting closer to Flexbox and responsiveness tutorials. Okay, so stay tuned. I'll see you next time. Thanks for joining me. This is Sleek Codes for Start.ng. Bye.